Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today we're back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this base game family home. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up on the gallery now. My origin ID is Real Thomas TV1. So this home, well, first of all, this is my first video of 2019, so happy new year everyone. So we're going to be starting off here with a base game build this year. Not really any particular reason why. Well, actually the kind of is, well, I have this, I've mentioned this a few times, but I have this like huge spreadsheet where I kind of just keep track of everything that I do in terms of YouTube. So I have like, you know, all my video titles, the day I upload them, and then I have like a column for like build ideas and other things as well that I can keep track of, you know, with all my YouTube stuff, you know, whatever that is. And I also use it to keep track of collabs and stuff like that. Anyway, so I have like a new sheet for each year. So I have like, you know, the 2018 one. So I was making my 2019 one, and I was kind of, you know, copy and pasting over the build ideas, so I didn't have to keep switching between the two. And I was kind of just going through them and choosing which ones I kind of wanted to do. Any things that was kind of sticking out to me, because to be honest, a new idea kind of pops up and I always like record that, and I kind of forget about this build ideas list, which has probably got over 200 different ideas in it that I've just kind of built up over time, and I always kind of forget to go back to it. So I was kind of looking through there, and the base game, like, well, not really family home, but just base game things kind of stuck out to me, so I thought I'll go ahead and do a base game family home for today's build. So I have done a few base game builds before, and I've got another video up on the channel called A Base Game Family Home, but that was actually a build battle with my friend Dr. Ashley. So this one is kind of separate to that, and I was kind of thinking, well, I don't really know if I should like do this, like call it a base game family home that it is today, because I was thinking, you know what, it's a little bit similar to that other one that I did with Ashley, but I was like, you know what, it's not a build battle, it's not a collab, I'm just going to call it this. And I also have a base game dream mansion and a base game mansion up as well, so there's probably some other things that I've done in the past as well, like base game start homes and stuff, but those are kind of the main ones that I've done at least recently. So we're just working on the exterior here, as you can see, and I don't know if you can see, but I have actually got all the other packs installed. If you look down in the menu, you can see all the little pack icons. Well, I don't normally do that. What I always tend to do if I do a base game or restricted pack build is go and use the disable packs thing that James made, and I kind of just choose that. You probably know what it is, and it's where just temporarily disables the packs from your game. So when you're doing like a restricted pack build or base game build, you can like easily see everything that you have options of. So right now I've actually switched over and I've disabled those packs. So right now, through the menus, I don't see the other items from the other packs, which is really good because, one, it saves time a little bit because you're not kind of looking through, okay, I really like this item, but oh, it's from this pack, so I can't use it. You know, that sort of thing, it kind of saves time a little bit. And also, it kind of just doesn't make you think that, oh, this would look really good here, I really want to use this, because you don't see it. So it kind of makes you not think about the things that you really want to use, and you kind of just see what you have available. So it's really good to just making the overall process of limited pack builds really easy. So that's what I tend to do, and that's what I've done here. So I forgot to mention as well, but this is on a 40 by 30 lot, and I built this one in Willow Creek, but of course you don't have to place it there. And I think this has I'm looking through the screenshots to see how many bedrooms it has. I think it's actually, yeah, 3 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. And like normal, I'm not going to say this every single build that I've done probably the last year, but I don't really do kids rooms and anything like that. I keep my rooms very, very neutral, for bedrooms at least, because I don't really use my own, you know, builds. I don't really do any gameplay ever really, because I'm always building. So all my builds that I do are just for you to download off the gallery and use. So it's easier for me to kind of just keep things very neutral, so it can be for really any type of family you're playing with. So, you know, if I make like a twin girls toddler room or something like that, and you have like, you know, a child male sim or something, then it kind of just keeps it more easier and accessible, I suppose, if that makes sense. But saying that, sometimes it is kind of nice to go through and, you know, make a kids room once in a while and stuff and play around with clutter. Because that's the other thing I don't do a whole lot of, is kind of clutter up my builds. The only exception really is in kitchens. I don't know why, but I always like to put some kitchen clutter in, like, you know, the utensils and stuff, and like the dish rack and the kitchen roll holder thing. I always tend to put those things on, but apart from that, that's really all I kind of clutter up my builds with, because I just kind of tend to play that way in builds, is kind of keep them very simple. It's just easier to navigate and stuff whilst I'm playing, but, you know, saying that, I don't really play the game that often. Anyway, so we're just going around doing the backyard area here, as you can see. Now, you know, we only have base game today, so you're not going to, you know, expect something very magical or anything, because there really isn't a whole lot of variety to use. But I did just put a couple of outdoor chairs in, and also greenhouse as well. But it was kind of a shame because I didn't have, like, you know, the things from Seasons that you can put in, like the bird box. Sorry, not the bird box. I'm thinking of that film on Netflix. The bee box. And also the kind of flower arrangement table. We didn't have those two, which I normally like to put in greenhouses, but you know what, that's alright. So we're just going around doing a little bit of landscaping, and the good thing as well is that the landscaping process is always my favourite in all the builds, but when it comes to base game builds, it's still not really like an issue, because all of the plants that I use are actually from base game. I very rarely use plants that are from romantic garden stuff and things like that. I always just seem to stick with the base game. It's probably because the majority of landscaping items that I have in the game are base game ones, and I've kind of just, you know, I just tend to use those ones instead of romantic garden stuff anyway. So another thing I wanted to mention is, well, what I normally do is on like the first day of the year, I normally give like a channel update, and I normally do that as a separate video, but this year I thought I'd just kind of make a post on the community tab, but I also thought I'd mention it in today's video as well, since it is the first video of the year. So towards the end of last year, I was kind of a little bit inactive, and I've explained why, but also as well, doing 4 videos a week, and 2 of those being mansion builds, was getting kind of very stressful, and it was kind of just a lot to, if I was like not ahead of myself, it was really impossible to get it done, so I was always having to like really plan my time to make sure that I can get all those videos up, because if I like, you know, slack on one day, then that's kind of risking the rest of the videos for the other, you know, like the other mansion builds and stuff, because like with doing those size of builds, like every minute counts really. So this year, I'm kind of not going to pressure myself as much, and I'm also going to go down to 3 videos a week instead of 4, so it's not like a huge, you know, like downgrade I suppose, but it kind of just allows me to have a little bit more time during the week where I'm not got a video up that day, even if it's just 1 video a week, it kind of makes a difference, and have a little bit more time to focus on getting the videos done and stuff. Now, most of the time it isn't really a problem. It was just towards the end of the last year when I had some stuff going on, it was kind of hard to kind of find time to do all 4 videos and the 2 mansions. So I'm going down to 3 videos a week, like I said, and that'll probably be, at the minute I've got it planned in for Wednesday, like today, and also on Friday and Sunday. So that's what I've got planned at the minute. My Sundays, like normal, will most likely be a mansion build that I've done for the last year. It's always been a Sunday mansion build. And then, like I was saying, I also did an additional mansion build a week, which I incorporated in the last couple of months of last year. And what I'm going to do with that is not really kind of pressure myself to make sure I get it done every week. But you know, so maybe on the Wednesday, maybe on the Friday, but always a Sunday mansion build. I mean, I say that, but I mean, hopefully. So some weeks may not have an additional mansion build, some weeks it might, but I always will kind of have 3, you know, builds up a week. Whether one of those is going to be an additional mansion build, I don't know, but you know, just having that kind of just makes it a little bit easier for me, so hopefully you don't mind about all that. And I will kind of put that in the community tab, because as I'm saying that, I don't know if it makes sense or not. Hopefully it does, but you know, it'll be in the community tab as well. And that's all I've really got, you know, an update for really. There's nothing really else to kind of, you know, talk about. In terms of content this year, I do have some other things kind of planned. I did actually mention with, well, what was it? Oh yeah, the Q&A video. I did actually get a new webcam, so it's a little bit easier for me to do facecam videos, because normally I do actually use my Canon 600D, and that's kind of a lot to set up, and the kind of my desk position and everything makes it really awkward to get even lighting and all that sort of stuff, and it's just a big pain to do facecam videos with that. So at the minute I'm kind of setting up my webcam, just trying to find the best way to kind of position it and everything for doing facecam videos. So you know, you'll be seeing some of those coming up soon. And yeah, so if there's also anything else that you kind of want to see this year in terms of builds, or any really type of videos that you want to see, then just let me know, as that would be really, really helpful to hear, and I'll add it to that build ideas list that I was mentioning at the start. And yeah, so right now we're just working on the interior, as we've been doing for a little while now, as I've been talking. And this room right here is the kitchen dining room. Now this room is actually pretty huge, to be honest. It's kind of like the whole depth of the house. Kind of runs from the front to the back of the house, this room, and it's kind of got the kitchen in one section of it, and then we've got the dining room in the other section with those big windows there. And also there was some more space, so I decided to go ahead and put a piano in. Now I do that a lot actually with dining rooms, especially in the mansion builds, because there's a lot of space, but there was actually a lot of space in this home too, so I thought I'd go ahead and include that, because it kind of I suppose it makes it a little bit more of a kind of opens it up for more like formal occasions. So if you're having like dinner parties or something, then, you know, having a piano like that may be good for those if your Sims like to have that sort of thing. So that's great, but you could easily kind of replace that for something else. And yeah, so we're just working on one of the bedrooms, and again, like I've been saying recently, the orders that I do my builds in, like the rooms and stuff, I just completely randomly, you know, do it. So I might be working on a bedroom, then I'll go and do the kitchen, then I'll do like the study, then I do a bit more landscaping, and then I'll do another bedroom. Just kind of really keep switching it up. And I mentioned this as well, but the reason I do that is for two reasons. One, keep it more interesting for me as I'm actually building the house itself, because I'm the type of person that likes to get the build done from start to finish without really kind of like, you know, doing it over a couple of days or something. I kind of just like to get it done, really. So doing that kind of I don't know, just makes it more interesting, I suppose, and not as painful sometimes, because especially with mansion builds, what I used to do is all the bedrooms last. So if I'm having to do like 8 bedrooms in a row, it's kind of a little bit boring for me. And also as well, this leads on to the second reason why I do this, is it makes it a bit more interesting for the speed build video itself. So you're not watching me do 8 bedrooms in a row as well. So it kind of just works out kind of nicely doing it that way. And a lot of people have told me that they've picked up on me doing that way, and they do prefer it, so that's great. And yeah, so we're just working on one of the last bedrooms. Yeah, this is actually the last room in the house, I think, actually, and this is kind of more of a monochrome one, and I actually really like this room. And yeah, so in the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of this home. If you have any more suggestions for builds, or even base game and restricted pack builds you want to see next, and let me know. Also as well, Sunday's mansion build should, well, I mean, not 100% confirmed, but it should be a restricted pack build as well on Sunday. Not a base game build, not a base game mansion, but it's going to be something a little bit different. And that'll be coming up on Sunday, hopefully. I'm working on it as we speak, really. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed, and I'm really looking forward to what this year is going to bring to the channel. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!